Have you ever felt like you're carrying the weight of an entire world that doesn't even belong to you? You wake up, and before your feet even hit the floor, the mental list begins. You're thinking about your boss's expectations, your partner's mood, your children's schedules, and that friend who always seems to have a crisis that only you can solve. By the time you reach your 30s, 40s, and 50s, you've become an expert at holding it all together. You've become the person everyone relies on because you always say yes. But here is the silent tragedy. While you are busy saving everyone else's day, you are losing your own life. You are exhausted, not because you are doing too much, but because you are doing too much of the wrong things for the wrong people. In 2026, we call this burnout, but the Stoics called it a dissipated soul. It's what happens when you scatter your energy so thin that there is nothing left of the original person. Today, at Kindle Rise Motivation, we are going to perform a mental rescue operation. We are going to use the steel-hard wisdom of Stoicism to help you resign from the jobs you were never hired for. I'm going to share 6 Stoic protocols to cure burnout and reclaim your sovereignty. If you're ready to put down the world and pick up your own peace, let's begin. Protocol 1, the caretaker's fallacy, the myth of indispensability. The primary driver of burnout for most people in midlife is the secret belief that if you stop, everything will fall apart. You tell yourself that you have to do it all because no one else will do it right, or because people depend on you. This is what the Stoics called vanity in the mask of virtue. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself of his own insignificance in the grand timeline of the universe. He wrote, "Everything is long-lasting only for a day, both the one who remembers and the one who is remembered." You must dismantle the myth that you are indispensable to everyone else's happiness. When you try to prevent everyone else from feeling discomfort or making mistakes, you aren't helping them. You are stealing their growth. This week, identify one thing you do solely because no one else will. And then, don't do it. Let the ball drop. Watch as the world continues to spin without your intervention. Realize that your overfunctioning is actually a barrier to your own reinvention. You are not the pillar of the universe. You are a human being with a limited battery. Protocol 2, radical essentialism. The Stoic know burnout isn't caused by a lack of time. It's caused by a lack of boundaries. We scatter our attention across 100 different urgent tasks, leaving nothing for the important work of our own souls. Seneca, in his letters on the shortness of life, warned, "No person hands out their money to passers-by, but to how many do each of us hand out our lives?" We are tight-fisted with property, but when it comes to wasting time, the one thing it is right to be greedy with, we are the greatest spendthrifts. To cure burnout, you must become stingy with your soul. Every request someone makes of you is a request for a piece of your remaining life. Use the Stoic filter. Before saying yes to anything this week, ask, is this essential to my character or my purpose? If the answer isn't a resounding yes, it must be a clean no. Stop apologizing for not being available. Your availability is a luxury, not a public utility. Protocol 3, the dichotomy of effort versus outcome. Much of our burnout comes from the anxiety of trying to control results we cannot touch. We worry about how our work is perceived, whether our children will turn out okay, or if our partners will change their behavior. We are burning energy trying to push a mountain that won't move. Epictetus taught that the foundation of a free life is knowing the difference between what is up to us and what is not. You are only responsible for the input, never the outcome. If you are working on a project, your only duty is to work with integrity for the hours you've allotted. Once the clock strikes 5, the outcome belongs to the universe. If you are parenting, your duty is to provide the values and the environment. The choices your child makes are their own. When you stop carrying the outcome, the weight on your shoulders disappears. You can work hard without being burnt out because you are no longer emotionally invested in things you don't control. Protocol 4, the inner citadel, the silent retreat. Burnout is the sound of a mind that has been invaded. You have no private space. Your phone, your family, and your obligations have direct access to your brain 24 hours a day. You are living in a house with no doors. You must build an inner citadel. This is a mental fortress where no one, not your boss, not your spouse, not your worries, is allowed to enter without your permission. Implement the sovereign hour. This isn't just me time. It is a Stoic discipline. For 1 hour a day, you are digitally and physically dead to the world. No inputs, no podcasts, no music, just you and your thoughts. Use this time to defrag your brain. Marcus Aurelius called this retreating into oneself. If you can't, find peace within yourself. You will never find it in a vacation or a new job. Protocol 5. Memento mori, the perspective of the end. The reason we burn ourselves out for small things is that we've lost our sense of scale. We treat a missed deadline or a social awkwardness like a life or death catastrophe. We are living as if we are immortal, assuming we have an infinite supply of tomorrow to finally start living for ourselves. Use the Stoic practice of memento mori. Remember that you will die. Look at your to-do list through the lens of your final day. How many of these urgent stressors will matter then? Almost none. This isn't morbid. It's clarifying. It gives you this Stoic gravity to say, I will not waste my precious, limited breath on this drama. When you realize your time is running out, you stop letting people steal it. Protocol 6. The evening audit of energy. Burnout is often a slow leak that we don't notice until the tank is empty. We need a daily system to check where our energy is going. Before you go to sleep tonight, perform an energy audit. Ask yourself, where did I leak energy today? Did I give it to a person who didn't deserve it? Did I give it to a worry that didn't happen? Once you identify the leaks, you can patch them tomorrow. This is how you move from a victim of burnout to a manager of soul. In conclusion, reinventing your life requires energy. You cannot build a new version of yourself if you are still giving the current version away to everyone else for free. In 2026, the most radical thing you can do is be at peace while the world is in a panic. You don't need a vacation. You need a vocation of self. You need to realize that you are the only person responsible for your peace of mind. Stop asking for permission to rest. Stop explaining why you aren't available. Which part of this hit you the hardest? Are you carrying a caretaker's fallacy? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear from you. If you're ready to stop the burnout and start the reinvention, subscribe to Kindle Rise Motivation. Be kind to your mind today. Your peace is not a luxury. It is your duty.